Today we will be attempting to run quite a few data lines here in the living room. We have over here a coaxial outlet, which I'm hoping is visible downstairs in the garage, and we can use the existing line as a snake to pull the new ones through. I have no use for a coaxial jack in this location, so we'll just take it out and replace it. And then also we'll have two here. We have telephone and Ethernet over there. At some point down the road, I want all three behind here, power, telephone, and Ethernet. But since I have to run a power cord over here, there's already going to be a cord there. So I don't think it pays to run another Ethernet because you just have two cords. You know, it's whatever. That's long term. We're going to put an Ethernet over here under where the air conditioner is. And then we're going to put, there's another coaxial jack over here. And I'm going to try to replace that with a telephone, maybe. Let's see how well these two go, because this is kind of the same concept as the other area. I've got three Ethernet and a telephone there. So if I want to put a telephone over here, it's just one wire going across. But the thing is, there's power here. So if there was a piece of equipment here, the power cord is concealed. So here it would matter more. So that's that. That's all. So I got to just put the ends on and patch that in. So let's go into the garage and let's see what we have to work with. I've done a couple other lines so far and they went fairly easily, but this one I think is not going to be too fun. We will need, well, we'll need some other things in here, but we'll get to that later. I'll just go out this way, it's easier. Downstairs is a mess right now. Oh, not good. The plants need some water. I don't have too much water in here. It's supposed to rain real heavy tonight, so I'm not too concerned about this, but let's get them through the day. I haven't been running this air conditioner much because the light bill was way too much last month. Way too much. Today it's not too hot, it's mostly just damp, so I just have that unit running. And I got a fan in the hallway and it's doing most of the upstairs just fine. And in the garage I have I added that dehumidifier because it's probably going to flood tonight. And the air conditioner's been on. I don't understand it because it's still pretty damp. It was almost 60% when I came in here this morning. That thermometer looks kind of funny on the bottom. Oh, something's wrong with it. Well, anyways, so the challenge here is that the first outlet in the right corner is over there. So we're working not only on an outside wall, but above the door. So that's going to be interesting. The other outlet is over here. I got to move all the air conditioners, so that's fun. Let's start with over here. So, okay, so there's the coaxial plug. So that means the outlet is right above here somewhere. So that's easy at least. We're going to have to get that piece of sheetrock down. And of course there's going to be insulation in there. I don't like touching insulation. That's why I haven't put it back up yet. Okay, so we're going to need the ladder, which I think is over on the other side. I'm going to need the harvest tan drill, which is right there. did this run yesterday. It's a little, I gotta tie the wires up still, but we're getting better. We're making some progress now. And it's fantastic. It's great to be able to use the computer in a different room finally, because it had one run cord up there. It was just annoying. Okay, so we'll need this eventually, because we're gonna, well, let's see how many. We should have at least 2 Ethernet there, I think, because the television computer is always going to take up one, and then if I want to use a laptop or something, it'll take up the other. Is there a use case for more? Conceivably there is. Maybe it should be a run of 3. Yeah, it should be a 3, I guess. Alright, we'll put a 3 over there. I mean, I could always throw a switch or something over there if I really needed more, but this is a long-term thing. It's going to be there for decades. It ought to just be done right the first time. Oh, the door's getting worse. I hope that door makes it through the winter. Now there will already be a hole there, of course, because the existing cable is running through something, but it's not going to be big enough. Craftsman. Okay. You know, it may be helpful to move the car back a little bit. Good. See, part of the problem I'm having in the garage is that this door doesn't shut right. So there's a big gap on the top and on the sides, and all the moisture just come right back in. Alright, so we need this piece to come down. I have to say, this Harvestan drill was one of the best purchases I've made in a long time. I've been using this thing all the time, and there's certain tight applications like this where it's absolutely indispensable. Alright, that should be free now. I think it's staying up because it's on top of that beam. Huh. Well, this is going to be interesting. I may have to take this one down too, because it's going to have to come down in order to get out from underneath that beam. I'm going to take this other one off too. And I don't like drywall. It's one of the materials I just don't like. I would never use it. Should have put a drop ceiling in here or something. Insulation, another material I don't like. At least there's no, well, there's some over there, I guess. I don't see too much mouse poop on here. Some of this is disgusting in here. Oh, not good. It still doesn't move. There better not be a screw underneath that beam there. Something tells me there is. Oh man. Now, I knew we were going to have problems with this, but this wasn't the problem I was expecting. Alright, there we go. It wasn't too bad. Yep, there's the mouse poop. Eventually I'm going to replace all these. I'm going to replace all the insulation. Well, I take every insulation out, spray the steel with something to sanitize it, and then why does it sound like someone's cutting the grass? I mean, if they want to cut the grass, that's great, but who? Oh, the neighbor is cleaning up the leaves. Cool. Okay. So it looked like this is where the thing goes up. So let me get my insulation removing stick, and we'll take the insulation out. This is my insulation removing stick. It is so much more than a shower curtain rod from the trash. It looks so harmless, but it is not. It is not harmless at all. Alright, so there's the hole. And like I expected, it's definitely too small of a hole. So now what I want to do is, let's go upstairs, let's take that coaxial thing off the wall, and let's see where it lays in relation to the stud, because if we can see the stud, then we know where we got to drill. If we can't see the stud from inside the jack, then we have a little bit of a mystery. Well, I've got the drill out. I'm going to take this thing off because we're going to replace this with 2 iso bars anyways. Alright, I'm sick of sweating. What a mess. Jeez, I hope he's not going to leave it like that. I always clean up the street. When I do the leaves, I clean up the whole side of the street. Jeez, that's awful. Okay. Anyways, let's finish here. Okay, so we can't see anything here because the boxes are so close to the thing here. It does not have any slack. I know it's stapled in the wall, I mean on the ceiling, but I sure hope they didn't staple it in the wall, otherwise we're out of luck here. So this is the stud right here, I think. Yeah, definitely right there. So both of these boxes are tied to the stud, so that means if we drill another hole in the same area just right next to it, we'll be able to put a third box here for the Ethernet. We'll do telephone in that one because with the punch outs and everything, it's going to be a nuisance. I only need one wire to get 4 phone lines in there, so we'll do one wire for phone where it's more difficult. Okay, good. It's not stapled in the wall. Jeez, what a terrible angle to work with because this mechanism for the door is in the way. I guess I should probably do a video on this garage door before I replace it because, I mean, this stuff, like, this is all old. I'm not really a garage door person myself, but I'm sure there's somebody who would find this thing very interesting. I wish I could have salvaged it, but I think it's just, I could probably fix this, but the wood itself is just too rotted. I don't think I can save it. This is not good. Not sure how I'm going to get these staples out. May just have to abandon the wire and leave it there. Wouldn't be the only abandoned wire in this house. I wonder if I could just put like 2x4s on here over the top of this just to close this up. I could just feel the moisture coming in. I'm gonna get mold on here. There we go. Alright, so actually that hole is a good size. I need to be able to fish everything through there. I wonder if I should, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a second hole. I'm going to cut a hole in the wall upstairs right next to the box. See if I can grab that wire from in the box and maybe I can fish all 4 wires through at once. That'd be pretty cool. And even this door too is like you get gaps all over the thing. What the heck? Okay, so we're gonna need, where's what I need? Yeah, this little G is holding this whole side of the house pretty good. Everything is cool and dry up until the living room, which is typical. Yeah, 71/49. It's not bad when it's 80 out for one little unit going. So I thought I had triple units somewhere. I'm almost certain I did. I don't know where any of this stuff is now. Not good. I know I had bought more of them. I'm gonna have to search around and see if I can find it. I don't know where they all went. Yeah, I don't know. That's not it. Great. I'm sick of losing things all the time. Oh, it's getting sunny out. Isn't that nice? It's supposed to rain. Where's the rain? It's so dry. Okay. The outlet will go right here. Oh, I thought there was no insulation here. I'm gonna say we have a fun time heating this in the winter without the insulation. Okay, so I didn't do this right. Of course, I would screw it up on the video. I took the wrong measurements here. You need this diameter, and then you just go on the inside a little bit. Yeah, okay. Well, it's better to cut too small because you can recover from that. Can't recover from cutting too big. And in fact, another thing that I usually do, which is why I got the tool, is you take a knife and you cut along here so that when you use the saw, it's clean. Well, that wasn't cool right there, but see how this is kind of shredded? It doesn't matter because you don't see it, but if you cut along where you cut with the knife, you get a nice clean cut. Now the whole thing is just falling apart here. Oh, what a disaster. So this is why I do things I have to do quickly off video, because whenever a camera is on, it just like messes with your head and you screw up. You see how much cleaner this is with the cut? That's why I do that. Okay, what a mess. There we go, that's what we needed. Okay, so now what I want to try to do is I want to see if I can just reach in here and grab this wire out of the box. I should be able to. I'm just gonna snip the end off though. No, that's not good. That's in the sun now. I don't think it'll be in the sun for much longer though. I can't believe you just made that mess like that. Whatever, I'll clean it up. If that's the worst they do, then you really can't complain. I have very good neighbors in this area. He's quiet, they're all quiet. You know, can really have a fiasco if you get noisy neighbors or something. Alright, so let's see if I can just grab this wire and pull it back through the house. I can feel it right here, so I should be able to do it. It's difficult to work with because it's not pushing through below. And if you had a second person, you could say, hey, pull it down real slow and then stop. But I don't. I'm just doing it like this because it doesn't matter. We're not reusing this wire, so if it gets screwed up, it doesn't matter. Okay, check that out. Okay, so now what we should be able to do is just use this as a snake. I can yank up all the wires through that. Shouldn't be too difficult. Of course, most things shouldn't be too difficult, and then they end up being difficult. not gonna bother pulling the whole wire off right now during this video because it's kind of inconsequential. It sits there, but I do want to grab enough of it so that I can use it as a snake. Just cut it over here. This is disgusting up here. I gotta clean this. There's really no point in cleaning it though until I get the door replaced, because this is gonna keep getting this way. All the junk from outside just come right in. You know, bugs and moisture and dust and whatever else. Poop. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll strip this back. Okay, or not. Just wanted to get the copper core so that we could make a little hook, because I don't have any tape, and that's a whole other story I don't want to get into right now. There we go. So what I should be able to do is make a little hook here that'll grab the wires. I think the best way to feed it will be to take it from over there. So we'll run it along the main beam and then pull it this way. Since this is already halfway open, we can just do it there. So we start feeding in here from, there's a hole right there I feed through. So let's go to the other side. So there's the stuff right there. Do I have a stool of any kind over here? Don't really want to keep moving the ladder back and forth. It's ridiculously inefficient. I don't think that I do. Unless I could just get a chair or something. I don't like running data and power in the same thing, but I don't think it's enough of an issue to warrant rerunning all new lines. I think this will end up being the longest run in the entire house. So if we're gonna have issues, this is where we'll have them. Been no issues so far. And it's pretty hard to have issues with Ethernet. It's just a wire, but you never know. I guess I may be able to just pull it. Let's see. This is a dusty project. Ooh, that's bright. And it's hot. It's still in the sun. I don't like that. That one's in the sun too, but I don't care. It's just a modern piece of junk. So the wire should have come out over here, but I'm not peeping it, so wonder if we have a problem. It kind of felt a little funny as it went through, almost like it kept going into a wrong direction or something. Yeah, I don't see it. Well, that's odd. Unless is that it going up there? That's why it felt funny. It went up and over. Okay. I'm gonna say we're gonna want to leave about that much at the starting point here, and then we got to be able to get from here all the way over to the beam. So that's the start. And that gets us to this beam here. I'm content with that. And then we need to pull enough to be able to move over. Probably 3 or 4 feet maybe. That should be enough like that, I think. Okay, that should be good. Now I gotta pull it all back. Well, this is not ideal. And it has to go behind that water line. Make sure you don't get any kinks in here or anything like that. Okay. So let's just do a sample run and make sure that the length is proper before we cut anything. So we're a bit long, actually quite a bit long. We probably only need maybe that much. So let's pull it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll pull it back like 7 lengths. It's still a bit more than we need. Let's put a little more back. You always want to have extra, because once you start tacking it to the ceiling, it always seems to take a little bit more than you thought. But I don't want to waste, 15 feet of wire either. Copper's expensive. No, it's not enough. Like 2 feet back. Yeah, you could measure it. I don't get involved in measuring. I don't like it. I always screw it up. So I just do it this way. Alright, that's the length we're going with. Let's go ahead and cut it on the other side. Okay, one down, 2 more to go. And then the telephone, so really 3 more to go. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize there was all this excess here. Well, okay. That other run it's too long though. It's way too long on the inside because of this. Well, there's enough here that I could terminate it and use it for something else. Use it for some other kind of cable or what have you. Plug something in. And we're getting about halfway full here. Oh, what a fiasco. Whatever, it's not a big deal. Not bad for an estimation. Not bad. I'll grab another 6 inches off of this one. And we're good there. I hope that shades soon. I don't like that taking the sun at this hour. It's hot. The sun is hot at this time of day. Yikes. Not good. Not good. Sharp splinters over there. It is not quite that tight yet, but it's getting there. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to fit all the runs through this or not. Still got the phone, and then the other 2 outlets I want to put by the stove. How did this just become so tangled out of nowhere? What on earth? Why does it seem like we have... Camera batteries are fun. Why does it seem like there's 3 different lengths now? At least 2 of them should be the same, and they're totally not. Well, whatever. As long as all the lengths will fit. If I gotta cut some off at the top, I can always use the cuttings for a patch cable or something. It'll get used. Not like it's gonna go to total waste. This is kind of flaky, putting this on top of sharp screws. I don't even like that at all. Seriously? So this one is way too short, whichever this one is, and the other 2 are going to be too long. But I don't care at this point. I'm just going to have to, I'll cut the excess off once I get upstairs. It's only worth so much time. Hopefully that's the most recent one I was working on. Okay, so now the telephone, and then we'll fish it up through the wall. All these daggone spiders. This is my house, not a spider house. Okay. Okay, now for the telephones, we're using 5E, which I'm not even sure this is going to be long enough. Oh, it is absolutely not going to be long enough. Not good. Oh, I didn't foresee this being a problem. Well, actually, maybe we'll be all right. There's more in there than I thought there was. Oh, I think we'll be okay. Got a decent amount in here. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. Although I'm gonna have to get some more because got a lot more phone lines to run. A lot. This is getting pretty tight here. I think we're definitely going to have to drill into the hole because I need telephone in the garage, I need Ethernet in the garage, and we're just not going to fit many more runs through this hole. I think that's it here. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to feed it very slow in case it starts to kink and then it jams on the other side. Seems to be going well so far. Okay, it just jammed. What is going wrong here? Huh. Doesn't really seem like it should be jammed. Well, let's see if we need more than that. We may not. This should be a good length. Okay, so now we got to attach all 3 wires to the existing coaxial wire. And pull it up. And the variance in lengths here is starting to get really agitating to me. I don't understand why it's so different, but this one is way too long. But I mean, this clip isn't a waste. This will be this is a useful size to make a, you know, connector for a printer or a desktop or something. So we'll keep that. Okay. So now, here's the fun part. Really wish I had some tape. I'm not sure it's thick enough to, I mean the hole, I'm not sure the hole is, and man, I really need to find some tape. I had some electric tape somewhere, but I think that too has disappeared now. I have to go all the way to the store just to get stinking tape. Seems kind of ludicrous. I mean, not that the store is far, the store is a few miles away, but it still is so ridiculous. There exists tape in here, but this is not really the kind of tape for this application. This is tape, but it's not the sticky kind. I really don't understand where all that tape went. I had a huge roll of duct tape and it's gone. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand, where is that tape? Already looked under here 200 times, so I'm not sure why I'm doing it again, because doing the same thing multiple times does not yield different results, but whatever. Try this tape and hope for the best. Only got one shot for this to be easy, so if this fails, then this is just becomes more difficult. Now this should fit through that hole, I think. What is that? Wonder if that Amazon guy got any tape on the truck. Probably, because everybody has tape except for me. This is not really working that well because it's the wrong kind of tape. And if it does let go, it's not like the end of the world, but I would just much rather it not, because it will be much more difficult than it is right now if it just holds. Actually, that's pretty good. All right. It's starting to shade now. What is that? I don't think that's the neighbor. I don't know who that is. Funny people are everywhere. There used to be a lot of activity like that when I first moved in, because the house has been empty for a long time. They said it was abandoned for upwards of a decade. So there was a lot of visitors, if you will, in a sense like that. But now, I mean, it's been months, so that shouldn't be going on anymore. Beautiful, that went right up. Well, it went up and then it stopped. There better not be a staple there. Well, now I have to fix the wall. Great. Funny how things can go from fine to disaster in a matter of seconds. Well, I can feel where it's caught, but I can't quite tell. Yeah, there's a staple there. Okay. Well, it could have gone worse. Could have gone better. I can fix this, that's not a problem. Just didn't want to have to, but no big deal. A little bit of spackle and paint, I'll get that fine again. Okay. That's annoying. I may have to cut the whole thing out and fix it now, because I'm not sure how I can patch. I'm not sure if I can patch, you know, just that. You know, I probably could paint there and nobody would know the difference. Just paint over that and, well, maybe it'll be easy to fix. Okay, so that's that. We got what we needed. We have the wires now. If I see that entity again, I'm gonna have to go out there because that's a little suspicious. Well, needless to say, that tape worked fine, even though it wasn't the kind I would typically use for something like this. Worked just fine. Okay, the coast is clear. Looks like he may be cleaning up the mess a little bit. I don't know. Not a big deal. I'll take care of it. Okay. That's irrelevant now. Got a nice little mess here. So this one I want to put up through here. I'll use this jack as telephone. And then, well, this may be a bigger issue because these things hold on to the wall using the wall itself, which is now gone. So, that was really a fatality. You know, that was really a fatality. Well, what I could do, since the Ethernet is what would be plugged in all the time, in and out all the time, I could just use this for the Ethernet and then do the flaky thing for the phone. Because what I could do is I could shim this in the back and then put the jack on there, and I can just kind of fudge it up with some spackle and not have to go nuts here. This isn't really a high visibility area, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. It's kind of in the corner and out of the way, but at the same time it's got to look decent. Maybe I can drill a hole through here and get it to the point where I can stick the Ethernets in there. I could probably, if I could break out those 4 tabs in the back, I could probably push it up through the breakouts. Again, I knew this was not going to be easy, but I didn't expect that to happen. The part that I thought was going to be difficult was fine. It's almost in the shade now. That's good. So by 2 o'clock it's almost in the shade. All right. I'm getting hungry. I think it's time to break for lunch. I'm going to do some cooking videos today, which will be fun because I've wanted to do cooking videos for a long time and I never had a kitchen to do them in. So now I have a kitchen and I can record cooking videos. It's working good. Cabling is such a pain. I understand why people use wireless, but once you get the cables in there, they just plain work. You know, there's never a problem. That stupid wireless stuff is so unreliable. What a cheapo box. Huh, well, I guess that was easy. And when there's insulation in here, everything just becomes more of a pain because you can't manipulate the cables the way you want. I'll pull these back down a little bit because this is way too much wire here. It's not going to fit. Alright, and we'll deal with fixing the wall in another video. This is really screwed up here now. Yeah, I think I can fix it. Just have to yeah, I can fix it. It's just gonna take a little bit of effort, that's all. It may take a few days too, but that's all right. We'll get it. We'll get it. I need a shim or something to put in there now, or a paint stick. You know, they give those out for free. I always grab a few of them when I'm there because they've got a lot of uses. Here we go. Never dull. Never dull. Yeah, this will work. So the objective here is going to be to support the box using these two shims, because they'll grab onto the sturdy parts of the wall and it won't be an issue. Let's see, does this piece have to go in first? Yeah. So I'll stick that piece there. Well, that's not gonna work. That's grabbing my finger. Well, I think we got a bit of a problem here. And that problem is that the front of the wall here is kind of deteriorated too much and is just not sitting nicely anymore. See how it's all coming out like that? Well, we may have to cut the whole thing out and start again on the wall here. I don't mind patching the wall together, you know, but this I don't want this to be crummy. And at this rate, it looks like it's going to end up being crummy if I don't correct it. It's just not sitting right. I was going to be able to get away with that. Unless I can change the way the unless I can change the orientation in which these fit in. Well, I don't think that these are the problem. I think it is an issue with the wall. And that's not a total atrocity, but this is all messed up under here too now. Well, this may be a revisit, this wall. This may be something we repair in the winter, you know, like February, March, when nothing else is going on and I got all the time I need to work on dumb things like this. I think that's probably what will happen. Yeah, I can make it look acceptable temporarily. But eventually I think I was going to have to cut a big piece out and just redo it, because that's all screwy now. Okay, we're not going to do that. I'll patch it correctly with some spackle or whatever, and then it'll suffice for now. It won't be great, but it'll work. Alright, so now I think we're gonna stop it there. The video is getting long. Let's stop it there. I'll take a break for lunch and a refresh for a little while, and then we'll do a part 2 on this one.